Who punches harder, him or Gervonta?
Oh, him. I ain't gonna lie. He punches way harder. Like, when I mean way harder, I mean, like, every punch felt like a rock. He punches a million times harder. I'm not exaggerating that. He punches hard.
That was Rolly Romero claiming that Barroso hits a million times harder than Gervonta Davis, even though, ironically, when Barroso hit Rolly, Rolly got up, he knew where he was at, and he was able to continue. However, when Gervonta knocked down Rolly, Rolly got up on wobbly legs. He did not know where he was at, and he was not able to continue. So Rolly don't have to lie about who hits harder, because it's as clear as day. Since when Gervonta hit Rolly, that was a knockout. It wasn't just a knockdown. But when Barroso hit Rolly, that was a knockdown, since Rolly was able to continue. But if that makes Rolly sleep better at night, so be it. More importantly, outside of Tony Weeks, the corrupted referee who saved Rolly, that's right, Tony Weeks did not save Barroso from getting knocked out, because he never even warned Barroso, hey, if you don't throw punches, I'm gonna stop the fight. And even if he did, guess what? Barroso was actually throwing punches back. To make matters worse, Barroso was the only one that was landing punches at the time of the stoppage. If you notice, Rolly was the one missing punches, and Barroso was the one landing 2 right hooks back to back to back. The right hook definitely got Rolly attention, where it looked like it hurt Rolly. That's why this is going to go down as one of the worst stoppages in the sport of boxing. Tony Weeks should be not just suspended, but fired as a referee, because he robbed Barroso of a lifetime goal. Blood, sweat, and tears. Barroso, at 40 years old, was winning every single round. He was whipping Rolly like he was his father. He was up on the scorecards, and during the championship rounds, at the last few seconds of the round, it took Tony Weeks to save Rolly and grant him the win. Because if the fight went to distance, Rolly would have lost. But the crazy part, the way Tony Weeks stopped the fight, you would have assumed it was Barroso who won, and he was saving Rolly, since Barroso was the only one landing punches at the time of the stoppage. Furthermore, Rolly always calls black fighters runners and that they have a glass jaw. Well, by judging the way Rolly was running from a 40 years old Barroso, who looked at least 50, respectfully, I came to the conclusion that Rolly nickname stands for rolling away from the smoke, because this man was on his bike. He was running and running and running all night long. You would have thought Rolly was a track star. I mean, Rolly claims he's the hardest hitter in boxing. However, he was running faster than a cheetah against a 40 years old man that looked 50, respectfully. But it gets better. Rolly was running while getting whooped all night long. It wasn't like he was running and winning. Absolutely not. He was running and getting beat up by a man who's old enough to be his father. You have to question Rolly hard after that, to be running while losing at the same time. What are you running for then? How about change it up? How about come forward and utilize your power? Therefore, Rolly has no room to speak about fighters that move around, where he only calls the black American fighters runners, because he's a cheetah when it comes to this boxing game. Additionally, Rolly always talks about fighters having a glass jaw, and it turned out to be he's the one with a glass jaw, the man in the mirror himself. Rolly always says Devin Haney has a glass jaw. However, we never seen Devin Haney gets dropped, gets knocked down in a real fight or in sparring. And he sparred Gervonta, Teofimo Lopez, and Rolly himself. However, on the other hand, we've seen Rolly get knocked down and knocked out in sparring and in real fights. We've seen Gervonta and Barroso, a 40 years old man, drop Rolly. We also seen a featherweight, Ingram, knock out Rolly in sparring. Now Rolly have became the man he hates the most. A runner that doesn't throw enough punches, he's not entertaining, and a fighter with a glass jaw. Last but not least, the corrupted referee Tony Weeks gave the WBA title. He gifted it to Rolly. So now Rolly has to step up to the plate and fight at least 2 dangerous mandatories, Gary Russell and whoever else is ranked number 1 under the WBA. Rolly shouldn't be allowed to fight whoever he wants as if he already defended his title 10 times, especially when he didn't even beat the champion for the title. He fought for a vacant title and even managed to rob his opponent. At the moment in time, Rolly should be mandated to fight 2 of his mandatories back to back. That's what the rules say. So if Rolly doesn't do that, he needs to be stripped of the WBA title. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Are you gonna call him out here tonight, the Cosmopolitan?
Man, I've been called him out. Like, he know what's up. Like I said, if he ain't want to fight me, he won't fight me. It's like that. But I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think he's very interested in fighting, man. And I don't know, man. He's a complicated human being, man. Really emotional.
So what made you call Errol Spence out?
I want to. He has 3 belts. I mean, is there anything else? I'm a big 135 pounder, and I want to go up to 47 because I don't 140.
Any chance you have a discussion with him about it tonight? You know,
Nah, I'm not that friendly.
Why don't you care about 140? It's going to be a little more interesting. Regis Prograde is just became champ.
How many pay-per-view fights? How many pay-per-views did they do?
Last one was pay-per-view.
Yeah, but how many views did they do?
I have no idea.
Okay, so I'm not interested.
Hey, what do you think you could bring to the table? Like if Spence gave you that fight, what do you think that you can bring into the ring that his opponent?
Spence got hurt by Ugas, man.
I'm saying, but what do you think?
Ugas slapped Spence and hurt him. And like, bro, are we gonna act like that didn't happen?
Do you?
And it wasn't a hard shot. It was just like he had hurt Spence, you know. So imagine me, boom, you know, like how I always boom, you know. Like, bro, I'd kill that.
would you have the skill to land the right hand like Ugas?
Spence doesn't move at all.
He's tall though. It's hard to get in on him when he's tall.
He doesn't move at all. He's not that fast. He's just he's a system fighter that breaks down people little by little. But no.
So you say?
Man, I hit him with a hook, man. He out.
But okay, so you saying you think it won't go the distance if you fought Errol Spence? That's
that shit. They ain't gonna go no damn distance.